crypto investing. A quick update here. I'm going to do a more of an update here on my laptop later this evening. So before 9 o'clock Central, it'll be put out. But you can see what's breaking is last week, late in the week, Joe Biden sat down with criminal gangsters, henchmen, Fed Chairman Jerome Powell. Biden plots inflation fight with Fed chair as a nation worries, right? He's giving the Fed Chairman the carte blanche to fight inflation with all regards lost to a recession that might happen or is happening, and the stock market going down, right? He doesn't care if it happens. Focus on relentless rising prices. President Joe Biden plotted inflation fighting strategy Tuesday with the chairman of the Federal Reserve, with the fact of the economy and his own political prospects increasingly dependent on the actions of the government central bank, right? He's in major trouble, as well as his party. It doesn't take a rocket science or political genius to figure out skyrocketing inflation is not good for the average American. And if it's not good for the average American is going to blame the person in power for the cost of rising prices and unaffordability. And that happens to be the Democrats that are in control of the House, the Senate, and Joe Biden's the president, right? Like Biden, the Fed wants to slow inflation without knocking the U.S. economy into a recession. A highly sensitive mission that's impossible to do. Every time they try to do it in '08, recession, 2000, recession, 1980, multiple recessions, right? Every time they tried, 2018, right before COVID, repo market collapsed, and then we almost ended in a recession, right? So it's not possible. The president would not attempt to direct the course of the previous presidents have tried. This president said he would not attempt to direct the course, which means if the Fed wants to tighten, he's going to let them tighten. My plan is to address inflation starts with simple, I'm in the middle of doing something. Simple proportions, respects the Fed, respects the Fed's independence. Biden says, meaning he's going to let the Fed do what it needs to do to fight inflation. A la what Paul Volcker did, right? Ronald Reagan let him do it, but this is all talk as far as I'm concerned. I don't think he's going to let him tank this into a recession, but if he does, it makes sense to do it now, because in 2 years, you might, by the time the next presidential election, you might be able to pull out of it. To sit down on the heat, drenched late spring day with Biden, Vader effect, to show his dedication to containing the 8.3% leap in consumer prices over the past year, rising gas prices at an all-time high, food prices skyrocketing year over year, right? So Joe Biden's going to let the Fed continue to knock down the market, and you can see the stock market, right? The stock market was down Friday because of that, after it was trying to rally, and we have a pre-daily open. We're going to have some more breaking news later, but we're going to give you this brief update here. You can see Bitcoin in the short term is in this rising channel. So if you want to play this, right, if people like to day trade, swing trade, minute trade, so far today you've been selling support, buying, or selling resistance, buying support, selling resistance, buying support, selling resistance, right? So this is the channel you're in right now. Your upper resistance is 30,283. And your major lower support is 29,047. It's a tight range, so this is kind of a no trade range if you're trying to swing trade. But if you want to do it, you can buy the bottom of the white support zone and sell the top of the white support zone, right? And then you can see we have more major moving averages. The 200's up there by that horizontal red line, which is major upper resistance. As you can see, the volume indicator in the 3-hour time frame right here. You see this? This is the major resistance because there's a lot of sell pressure up here. You see that? And then you drop down and the volume gets much lower as you work your way up into the next candle. And you notice the orangest looking color is sell pressure and the green color is buy pressure, right? So you can see you got your buy and sell zones right there, and that's how you can track it with the fixed range volume profile, right? It's a great free tool to use with TradingView. And that's what I'm looking at right now with Bitcoin, as that's the top part of the white support box. And if you can break above that, that's why we got that red line up there that's going from left to right on the next candle above, because that would be another major sell area. But if you can breach the white, if you can, let me pull my industry exclusive perching tool out real quick to let you see this a little clearer. Because if you can breach, here's how you play this. If you breach this level, then you got room to rally all the way up to here in Bitcoin. That's why that line's there, because there's no more heavy sell pressure where the volume picks up. It's a free area right there. You usually like to run through that, right? So that would be your next major area if you can fire past this, which it's been struggling to do all day. And on the flip side, if you break below this, at the bottom end of this at 29,137, you got room to run all the way down to where you can see some blue. When you get farther down, blue are buyers and that yellow color is sellers. You got room to run all the way down there, right, until you get some buyers. So you'd have a nice run if you break that bottom part. So that's what we're watching, and that's what we're playing. If you're trying to swing trade this, playing that VIX volume range, it helps you as one of your super simple, easy indicators that you can use, right? And that's what I'm going to continue to use and continue to show you guys to help you start to sidestep the criminals and try to get better trades and better spots and more of a chance of profit. And we're going to get more extensively into this after I get out of work, get home or the hotel, and get my laptop up and get some nice videos out. Like, subscribe, and share. Peace and love. Peace and love.